All right, Geometry Unit 6, Circles. Let's start first by talking about a vocabulary. So, of course, a circle is a round shape that has a total of 360 degrees. I'm going to go all the way around. Okay, this center, this is a point in the middle or center of a circle. The circle is named using this letter. So if I put a center here and I said A, then I would call this circle A. Radius, this is a segment from the center of the circle to the outside edge. It is halfway across the circle. So if I put the center of the circle here, then at any point, if I put B here, the segment from A to B is called a radius. Diameter is all the way across the circle. So it's a segment that has endpoints on the outside edge of the circle and goes through the center. So if I put C here, A and B, goes through the center and it's hitting the outside of the circle on both sides. A chord is a segment in which both endpoints lie on the outside edge of the circle, but it doesn't go through the center. So if A is here, then this chord would be touching the outside of the circle in both spots, so the endpoints are on the circle, but it does not go through the center. Tangent, this is a line or segment outside of the circle that touches the circle at exactly one, or only one, point and never extends inside the circle. So if A is here, then I'll have this line or segment that goes like this. This line only touches the circle at this one point, which I'll just put a Q there. So if I have this P, Q, R, then line PR is tangent to circle A, and the point of tangency is Q. So you may want to write Q is the point of tangency. Secant, this is a line, it could be a segment, so maybe write or segment, that intersects the circle at 2 points. So it's kind of like a chord, however, this will leave the circle. So something like that. So if we talked about the segment from X to Y, we would call that a chord. If we're talking about the entire line, then we would call it a secant. Okay, next we have arc. Okay, arc is a portion of the outside or the edge of the circle. And it's using the symbol like that. It's like a half circle or an arc. So if I had these points A and B, the arc would be from A to B, so traveling across the outside of the circle. Okay, semicircle. So semi meaning half. This is a arc with the endpoints on the diameter. Also exactly half of the circle, or 180 degrees. So if I have my center here, P, J, L, so this is a diameter, then I will consider arc JL a semicircle, so half the circle. Minor arc. Minor, this is an arc that is less than a semicircle. So it's less than 180 degrees. And we just label this with 2 letters. So I'm going to label A, B, C. So a semicircle would be going from like A to B. So we would name it AB and put a little arc over it. Major arc. This is an arc that is more than a semicircle. So it's more than 180 degrees. So if I have my same letters, this would be going from, so like the other way from A to B, but all the way around the circle. So A to C to B. And when I do this, I have to use 3 letters in the order that I'm traveling. So A, C, B, or B, C, A. Okay, central angle. Central meaning it's involving the center. So it's an angle whose vertex is at the center of the circle and whose sides are radii of the circle. So if I have my center here, P, I'll have kind of the same situation here. If I have 2 radii, they're going to the center, then this angle right here is considered a central angle. Inscribed angle. So this is an angle whose vertex is on the edge of the circle and whose sides are chords of the circle. So if I had P, A, C, B. This time, chord AC and chord CB are creating an angle here, ACB. So angle ACB is inscribed inside the circle. And then this angle here, angle APB, was in central angle. So let's go ahead and look at this figure here and label what each of these is. So LQ, L to Q, this segment only touches the circle at this one point. It does not go inside. So this would be tangent. Be a good idea to pause the video right now and see if you can fill these out on your own by looking at the vocab words and then come and check with me. Point P, that's the middle of the circle, so center. Okay, WY. WY is inside the circle. It's not going through the center. It's touching the side of the circle in 2 spots. This is a chord. UY, that's a segment touching the inside of the circle, but it also leaves the circle. So if we're just talking about from U to Y, it would be a chord, but if we're talking about the entire line, so if I change this to like these symbols, then we would call that a secant. So I would accept chord or secant. Okay, RY, from R to Y, it's going all the way across the circle, but it's going through the center, so diameter. PN, so from P to N, from the center to the outside, radius. Angle, where's R? Angle R, Q, N, so this angle here, that is on the side of the circle, so this is in the inscribed angle. Arc, MQ, so from M to Q here, this is less than 180, so we'll call that a minor arc. angle UXY. So UXY, this angle here, that is including the center, so central angle. And arc RWU. So R to W all the way around to U. That is a major arc.